Like many other African countries, the successful and long-term development of Zimbabwe is rooted in three major assets: its people, the soil and minerals, and the diverse water sources. Assets that rely heavily on each other and which must be developed and protected in tandem if secure economic growth is to be achieved. But today we are going to investigate only one of these assets and find out exactly what steps are being taken to conserve and protect a natural resource vital to the survival of people, animal and plant life, and Zimbabwe's industrial and agricultural growth. So today we look at water, the natural lifeblood of Zimbabwe. The provision of clean water for human consumption, agriculture and industry has, together with a workable recycling policy, grown into a major issue since independence in 1980. So let's examine briefly what advances have been taken. Following the drought of 1991-92, government, industry, agriculture, mining, municipalities and organizations involved with the usage of water held the first national workshop on water quality and conservation perspectives in Bulawayo in 1997. This workshop was attended by Zimbabwe's top water production and security experts and ran the full spectrum of discussion on the use and abuse of natural waters of Zimbabwe, the rivers and aquifers, together with the control of man-made dams, wells and boreholes. It was unanimously agreed that greater water security systems must be put in place to ensure the most efficient use of all available water in Zimbabwe, whether for people, animals, crops or industry. It was also agreed that reclamation processes must be designed and implemented to not only guarantee the provision of high-quality treated water, but also to offer a greater number of reprocessing cycles. Heavy emphasis was placed on the need to identify and rectify the increasing pollution of water caused by population pressures, agricultural chemicals, and industrial waste. It was further agreed that both government and the private sector must treat the current situation with urgency and come up with sound and practical solutions. The recycling of sewage and the purification of polluted water, therefore, became a top research priority. And to this end, a national effluent standard was adopted and is presently being implemented. Limits have been set for maximum discharge levels of each contaminant, and legislation has been set in place with fiscal amounts attached to each level and part thereof for the breach of these standards. These amounts are converted into a formula which ultimately decides the fine the standard discharge violator will have to pay. In cases of serious infringement, this fine can run into hundreds of thousands of dollars, and at the very worst, millions of dollars per month. So the needs were identified and legislation set in place. All that remained was a professional response to government's call for action on the development of a service to upgrade the reclamation of Zimbabwe's vital water sources. Hydro Project answered that call. So let's take a closer look at the water reclamation schemes which they have developed to meet the needs of Zimbabwe. Hydro Project, or HDP as it is often called, is a water and waste treatment company with its head office in Zimbabwe and offices in Botswana and South Africa. The company will handle any water-based project from a complete new plant package to the updating of an existing operation. The projects can be negotiated in a number of different and versatile ways, producing the right water for specific needs and to international standards. HDP specialize in data acquisition, and they organize testing, design, and turnkey construction of an effluent plant, guaranteed to meet the standards set by the authorities. Hydro Project have process designs for water and effluent treatment to match a particular client's requirements. However, where their patented process designs are not applicable, they then employ world-renowned consulting engineers who have a range of patented processes to suit special needs. HDP, working with the consultants, would then modify the designs to ensure they are appropriate for local operational cost, ease of operation, and sustainability in our environment. HDP designs lean heavily on ease of operation by staff who are not highly skilled. Now, let's travel Zimbabwe and visit some of HDP's plants in operation and see firsthand the spectrum of services they offer. First, Kwekwe, where HDP are presently involved in the extension to the existing sewage treatment plant. This project is being financed by the World Bank and managed by a local consulting firm with HDP as joint venture leaders of the mechanical electrical contract. HDP can install sewage treatment plants to serve cluster house complexes, hospitals, hotels, and military bases. These are custom designed to suit the client's need and budget. Methane gas from the process may be captured and stored for reuse, and the sludge can be used for fertilizer, heat generation, or hydroponic nutrient enhancers. Now on to Zisco, where HDP were the contractors for the pumping stations. This plant was designed to treat steelworks effluent to fish water quality. Pump stations can be designed, supplied, and installed to abstract water in the most remote areas of the country. HDP can offer pipeline design, which includes the sizing and positioning of anti-shock air relief and vacuum condition valves to prevent pipeline failure. We now move on to Munyati Copper Mine, which leaches copper from low-grade ore and processes the copper on the mine into ingots. The process demands a high-quality water, and HDP were thus commissioned to design and construct a plant. The client constructed the civils and the chemical dosing building with their own team, whilst HDP constructed and delivered the famous F-filter. This unit treats poor-quality algae-contaminated dam water into high-quality industrial feedstock water and potable water for human consumption. This plant is designed to treat 60,000 litres per hour. Hydro Project offer potable water treatment plants ranging from portable equipment to a full package or city plant. Finally, we travel to Mutare, to Zimboard, where this highly innovative company manufactures various types of board for commercial use. HDP was involved in the process selection and construction of the plant, which was the first of its kind in Zimbabwe. The plant uses an anaerobic biological process to reduce solids and chemical oxygen demand. This plant is the first phase of a two-phase project and treats board effluent, sometimes having toxic values in excess of 80,000 milligrams per litre, to the standard required for sewer discharge. The advanced technology of HDP ranges from specialized screening, degritting, oil, fat removal, sedimentation filtration, and includes biological nutrient removal, which utilizes both anaerobic and aerobic treatment, and in some cases combinations of both. We offer effluent treatment plants for all types of industries. HDP can offer effluent treatment to standards fit for municipal sewer discharge or reuse. Hydro Project is a dynamic company, and its rapid growth has grown out of the water needs of the central and southern regions of Africa. In fact, HDP have already extended their operations to the benefit of Kenya, Malawi, Angola, Botswana, Mozambique, and South Africa. However, the company is sensitive to the financial constraints of Africa and offers various forms of joint ventures and associations, offering BOOT, which is Build, Own, Operate, Transfer, or BTO and BOT projects. HDP also network with foreign and regional companies to ensure the most appropriate package to suit the client's needs. Hydro Project, reclaiming the vital waters of Zimbabwe. Interested? For further details and discussion, contact Hydro Project.